Now, usually running is the best part of my day, but this isn't always the case. Sometimes I find myself being held back by things like procrastination, injury, work, or just pure laziness. Now, there are some of these things that you can't control, but then there are some that you think you can't control. A lack of motivation and falling out of routine is something we all have in common. But it's up to you and I to put ourselves back into line, working towards some of our goals. If you don't already have goals, I highly recommend setting some that are achievable yet challenging, so that it pushes you to be the best version of yourself. Some examples might be running 4 days per week, running without stopping, or in this case, being able to enjoy your run no matter what distance you're running. Just imagine, you finished work, excited to run some Ks, you have your nicely organised running outfit placed on the edge of your bed, then you put that outfit on and damn, you feel confident. Stretched, laced up, and you're ready to head out the door. Then something stops you. You don't know where you're going. This has happened to me way too many times. Sometimes I get lucky and discover good tracks, but most of the time these sorts of runs could be considered some of my worst. In my experience, it always helps to get yourself familiar with the route you're about to run. I remember this time early on in my running days where I'd just gone out for a run, and because I was feeling so confident and so good about running and about my technique and all this stuff, I decided to go for a run in the rain. And this isn't unusual. I still go for runs in the rain. But on this particular occasion, I got back and forgot to dry out my shoes. I remember being quite disappointed with myself because it meant that I couldn't run the next day. And the next day was a really good day. Not too hot, not too sunny, not cold either, no wind, and due to my lack of preparation, no running. As you start to run more often and you find your routine, you find your rhythm, choosing and preparing your running gear for each run will become almost effortless. Sorting out what you'll need for different running weather and terrain will help take the guesswork out of your routine and allow you to enjoy the running process a lot more. Recently, stretching and mobility work has made its way onto my running priority list. Stretching means I can take off on my runs without feeling so stiff or sluggish. Instead, I feel agile and light on my feet. Some simple stretches that I do include Now, I'm not sure of the names of all of these stretches, and I'm sure there is a bunch of different names for the same stretch. These are just some of the ones that I have incorporated into my preparation for running. Eating a nice carb-loaded meal the night before doing a long run is a great way to fuel up for doing an endurance-based training session, such as a long run, or maybe you've got a race day. In the hours leading up to a long run or a race, I tend to avoid eating too much just so I don't get bloated, but that is just my preference. Just whatever you do, make sure you avoid spicy foods and high fiber foods before your runs, just so you avoid an upset stomach. Nobody wants the runner's trot. So just be mindful about what works for you. This goes for supplements as well. Sometimes these supplements will have caffeine in it, and depending on your body, you might not be able to handle the caffeine, meaning you will have to duck off to the toilet, and that means that you might lose your flow. You might be in a nice flow state as you're running along, and to be interrupted by the runner's trot is something that we do not want to experience. So please take note and organize your fueling strategy so that A, you have enough energy to withstand the endurance training, and B, so you don't shit yourself. Now, I hope I've been able to get you a little bit closer towards becoming a more confident runner. These things will take time, and I'm glad to be a part of your journey. Whether you're just getting into running now, or maybe you have a few marathons under your belt, these rules apply to everyone. So please feel free to give it a go and make your next run your best run yet. If you do like my videos, please remember to like and subscribe, and hopefully I can keep pumping out some more content so that I can help you become the best runner you can possibly be.
They get more action than I do.